Good morning and welcome. Today I'm doing my foundation review, and this is the second one in the series of the 4 foundations that I purchased sometime last year and I hadn't worn for some reason. So I've already done the first one, which was the Benefit Hello Flawless Foundation, Oxygen Wow Foundation I should say, and I've put the card up here somewhere. And the one I'm doing today is this one by Lancome, and it's the Teint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Wear Foundation. Sorry if I have adulterated the name, I can't speak French, so there you go. So it's this one. I've got it in the colour 13, which is Sienne. Okay, so it's that one. So I'll be testing that out today. So my test will involve me applying it. I will show you the finished look. We'll do a time check, and then I'll come back minimum 4 hours, hopefully 7 to 8 hours later, and give you an update on how the foundation has performed. And what I'll be looking for is how it's performed in controlling my oils, because I have got very, and I mean very oily skin. When some of these girls say they've got oily skin, no. I have got oily skin, and as you can see I've got blemished skin as well. So I'll be looking at the oil control, I'll be looking at the performance to see if the foundation separates, it melts or fades. Particularly I'll be looking to see if it fades under my nose pads, because I do wear my spectacles when I'm reading and driving and so forth. And I'll also be looking to see if the foundation transfers. So before we continue, let's have a look and see what it says on the Lancome website about the product. This is the Lancome's official website, and this is the information on the Teint Idole 24-Hour Ultra Liquid Foundation. So I've got it on my colour number 13, which is called Sienne, and it says our best-selling liquid foundation Teint Idole Ultra Wear is now available in 40 shades, making it easier than ever to find your perfect shade match. This liquid foundation is long-lasting and provides full coverage without feeling cakey, leaving skin feeling comfortable all day with great staying power. Our 24-hour foundation allows you to go out and be your best without needing to retouch on the go. Teint Idole Wear it's transfer free. I'm going to test that out, and smudge free, giving you confidence to carry on with your day and maximize your power. So it comes in 40 shades now. So this is the color I've got, and it's got this lovely lady of this picture, if I can get my thing to work. So by clicking on the icon here, we get this picture of this lovely lady. Let me come back a bit here, and you should be able to compare your skin shade with hers. I think I'm pretty close to her shade, so that's the color I've got. And I bought this when the foundations were, when it didn't have the full 40 shades. So this is a pretty good shade choice for me. The next shade along is this one. See if this works for me. Okay, that's the next shade, and it's called Brownie, and the icon below shows lovely Nicole in shade 14. Yeah, that's a very red undertone, so that definitely wouldn't be me. And they have got some shades in between, so these are the additional shades. I'm just going to scroll along so you can see the additional shades they added on. And it's things like 13.1, 13.2. Let me see if I can find them. They are extra shades. I think this is one of them. Is that right? There you go. So that's 13.1 there. And that looks like that. That's very red undertone again. I'll show you 13.1. 13.1 is Giseline. Looking very red undertoned again, so that definitely isn't me. I'll try the next one along. So the next one along is this one. Looks a bit dark actually. Let's have a quick look. So this is Cecilia in 13.2. Yeah, again, it's close. A lot of my foundations are this colour, but again, I would say this is a little bit too red for me as well. So I think I'm right with the shade I've got, number 13, which is Sienne. This colour here, if you think it is for you, is colour Brun. Isn't that German for brown? I think it is. So yes, you are. So there you go, that's the website. So it's really good. They've got these colours up there now, more accurate shades considering all the undertones, and they've got pictures of the women in the various shades so you can compare as well. So that, well done Lancome. So the price of the foundation in the UK ranges from, I should say this, it ranges from £19, and I think the actual price normally is £31. I'm just having a quick look on my phone to see. Just get the site up. So yes, in the UK it costs £31.50. I have seen it as cheap as £19.50 online, but those companies online that do it cheaper, they tend not to have the darker shades, and they definitely won't have the additional shades that have been created. Lancome originally, when it came out with this foundation, they had about 20, I think it was about 20 shades, and that's when I purchased it. So I bought the original range selection, but since then they have included some extra lighter shades, some extra sort of middle of the range shades, so those beigey colours, and they've included at least 3 or 4 darker shades, which is fantastic. So the colour I've got is 13. And they've included a 13.1, a 13.2 and a 13.3, as I've shown you in the little clip beforehand. Okay, so well done Lancome for doing that. It's really appreciated. In the US, I don't know how much the foundation costs, but I'll look it up and I'll put it in a link below, or I'll put it on the screen later on. But without further ado, let's carry on, shall we? So I have already cleansed my skin, I've already moisturised. I'm going to put on a primer today, and I think the primer I'll put on will be my Becca Evermatte Poreless Primer. So let's put that on. I'm going to be rushing a little bit because I'm already running late. I'm always running late for work. I try to get in by 10 o'clock, and boy, it's a struggle some days. But I've actually got a meeting at 10:15, so I do need to get in. But thankfully, by the time I leave here, the traffic is clear, so I can literally drive straight in, park, run into the building and sit down as if nothing has ever happened. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to put a little bit more on my nose. I didn't really cover my nose there. Okay, that's that. I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on. Okay, excuse me, I just dropped my concealer on the floor, so I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer on. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer in Colour Rich. So I'll just put a little bit under my eyes, nose pad area, on my forehead. Again, being very oily skinned, thankfully I haven't got any any breakouts, but I do have blemishes. So I'll just cover those up. That's done. I'm using a new brush I purchased recently. It's from QVCUK. It's one of these oval brushes, and it's by Kaylin. Oh wow. It cost about £27, roughly like that. 22, 20, I can't remember. It's 20 something pounds. I bought it with the aim of just trying it out to see how good it is, because the other oval brush I've got was really rubbish. I bought it cheap from Amazon.co.uk. So I wanted to try this one out. So it's a double-headed brush. I've already used it yesterday, so forgive me. So it's a double-headed brush. It comes with a cover like that, and it's like this. So I tried this on yesterday with a foundation, and believe me, it was really good in how it swiped on. So I'll show you how it works today. So I'll spray my setting spray. Can't remember which side I used. I think it was this side for the foundation and this side for concealers, powders and so forth. So this side spray, and the foundation, I'll give it a quick shake. So it comes with a pump. So that's one pump. And just apply this on. Oops, that was a bit too much on my forehead there. And they say you just scrape it along. Well, not scrape, that sounds a bit rough, but you know what I mean. But you can see how easily and quickly it spreads out and blends out. Oh, so now that I'm applying this foundation in the daylight, it looks a little bit red, but let's see how it settles down. But this brush is really good. It's really soft and it just blends the foundation out really well. That's not bad, is it? Have a look at that. That's not bad for one pump. So I'm going to put a little bit more on. Yeah, I'll put a little bit more on because I don't want it to look caked and I don't want the colour to be too red so it doesn't blend with my neck and my chest. So put a little bit there, on my nose because I also get to do my nose properly. Yeah, I definitely recommend this brush, by the way, guys and girls. This is good. And things as well, it's quite sturdy. The other one, the brush I purchased from Amazon, you had to really hold it up on the neck because it was just so weak and flimsy. You know, it felt like it was going to break if you hold it too firmly. But this is blending out the foundation beautifully. I think I'm done. I think this looks really good. Am I wrong? Colour match. Let's have a look down my neck. It's okay. Looks okay for now, but I don't know if it oxidizes or not. I cannot remember. So we'll see a bit later on. I will try and do a midday update, and I'll show it all around my face to see if any oils are broken through and if it has oxidized at all. But so far it looks really good. Hasn't dried down completely yet, but it's nearly there, so that's not bad. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on under my eyes again. Just a little bit, just to lighten up my face. It is a Friday after all. And then I'll come back with the finished look after I've done this. Okay, so see you in a bit. Okay, so this is the finished look. Just a simple look today, just going to work, normal work day today. Time now is coming up to 9:35 in the morning. So as I said, I'll try and do a half-time check-in. So if I do manage to do one, it's going to be between 12 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'll try and do that, but no promises. But I'll definitely be back again in at least 4 to 7 hours time to do an update and performance review of how this foundation has worn today. Okay, so I will see you later. Have a good day. Bye. Good afternoon. Oh, actually, it's good evening and welcome back. So I am back to do my final thoughts and review of the foundation I was testing today. And the foundation I was testing today was the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Wear Foundation, which is this one. And I was wearing the colour number 13, which is Sienne, which is one of the older colours, not part of the newer colours that came in. Okay, so I checked in this morning initially at, I think it was about 9:15, half 9. So time now is coming up to 5:45. So I've been wearing the foundation for, okay, wait for me, is it 8 hours? 9? Yeah, 8 hours, isn't it? Yeah, 8 hours. Sorry, I so can't add. Yeah, so I've been wearing this foundation for about 8 hours today. So I've given it a good test, you know, in the normal workday conditions. I've been out and about, walking around. I've been carrying out inspections I did one very hot kitchen today. Yeah, just normal day. I've just finished preparing dinner for today. So I've been in my kitchen, not too hot because I've got the windows open. because it's a lovely spring day. So let's have a look and see what's going on. But I'm sure you can tell by now that I am really happy. Okay, so let's have a look. So when I do my reviews on foundations, I'm looking for oil control. I'm looking for performance to see if the foundation has melted, separated or faded at all. And I'm also looking for to see if the foundation has transferred. So I usually do a test of transferring on paper, on my blotting sheets, on my white inspection coat, which I wear when I'm working. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we're doing. So, out with the mirror. I already know this foundation hasn't been too bad. I haven't blotted at all today. Did you hear that? 8 hours and I haven't blotted at all. And yes, there's some oil starting, are we hearing this? Starting to come through, sort of around my nose, T-zone area in my cheeks. But look at my forehead. Look at my forehead. It is practically dry. Dry. My cheeks. You know, we're not seeing things here. 8 hours I've been wearing this foundation for. Chin is starting to come through, but still, this is nothing. This is nothing. So really, there's a little bit of oil come through here. And this is just a miracle. Seriously, it's just a miracle. I have had no foundation, and I mean none, that has given me this after 8 hours. I say that again, 8 hours, very oily skin, and this is what's happened on my face. Hardly anything worth talking about. I'm so impressed. Okay, so out of 10, I can't do anything but give this a 10. I mean, what more can I give it? It's a 10 out of 10, straight up there, right away, 10 out of 10. So on performance, so I'm looking to see if the foundation has melted, separated anywhere at all, or faded. So it literally hasn't. So sorry about my edges. No, I mean, it might have faded a little bit on my forehead, maybe a little bit, but that could be down to my headbands and the cap that I wear, because I have to wear a hat when I'm doing my inspection, so it would have rubbed off a little bit maybe. My cheeks, they look fine to me. They look absolutely fine to me. And my chin, nothing at all. No, it looks absolutely fine to me. Hasn't faded. On my nose, I mean, I have been wearing spectacles today, and sunglasses. I think probably a few more hours it might have started collecting, because I can see a little bit of a dent here, but hardly anything on my nose there, and that's probably where the oil is starting to build up on these areas there really. But that's nothing. So there's been no fading, just maybe a little bit, but again I think that's down to my hats and my headbands. No separation, definitely no melting. So I think on performance it's got to be a 10 again. It really has got to be a 10. On transfer, now I know there has been some transfer, because again I wear a white hat for work, and I know that when I took the hat off I did see on the rim of the hat I saw some of the brown foundation there, so there has been some transfer. I was writing reports this afternoon, so again I'm always touching my face, and I know when I put my hands down I saw a couple of brown fingerprints on the paperwork. So there has been some transfer, but I am going to use the blotting sheets now just to see what oil and what foundation comes off. So I keep on saying this, the worst case scenario I had was the Pure Cosmetics Bare It All foundation. That used up 5 solid sheets, absolutely soaking wet with oil. So this is sheet 1, let's do this. Okay, not so much oil, but there is some, yeah, I'm holding up. There is some foundation coming through there, so yeah, it's definitely a little bit of oil starting to come through there. So that's one sheet. Let's do sheet 2. So I always concentrate on the sides of my temple, because that gets really oily normally. Okay, so this is sheet 2. So yes, you can see the foundation and the oil right there in the centre. So that's sheet 2. And let's see if I can use a third sheet. I'm going to have to get some more of those, aren't I? Right, there's no oil coming off now. This is just straight foundation coming off here. So I'd say that's call it 2.5 sheets. Yeah, I'd say 2.5 sheets. There we go, let's hold them up so you can see. Yeah. Gross, I know. So there you go, 2.5 sheets there worth of oil and foundation transfer. So I think for transfer, I'm going to give this, I think an 8 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10 for that. So again, this is not bad. So we're looking at 28.5 out of 30. This has got to be the highest ranking foundation I have tried. There's no doubt about it. It's got to be the best foundation. And the other thing to take into consideration here is the shade selection. I can't remember how many shades there are, but if I look at the, let me see if I can look at the American website. Okay, so I look at Sephora. So on Sephora there are, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's 5 times 8? 40 shades. So if I can show you, 40 shades. And it is covering everybody there, isn't it? Okay, 40 shades. I know there's different undertones because they describe it. I'm looking at Bisque here. They describe Bisque 350C for medium skin with cool pink undertones. So it's a colour and they're looking at the undertones as well. In America it costs $47, so that's definitely a high-end foundation. In the UK the standard price is £31.50, but I have seen some sites doing it for cheaper. £29, £28. The cheapest site I saw was, I can't remember which one it was. I think it might have been allbeauty.com, but when I looked on site they had like 2 colours in the beigey kind of colours, and that was £19.50. So you tend to find a lot of the online companies, they might have cheaper prices but they won't have the full range of colours. If you go to the department stores or the Sephora's, Ultas and so forth, you'll get your full range of colours there. But this foundation, come on now, number one, easy, excellent foundation. The finish was, I would say, a velvety matte natural finish. I have to admit, my favourite finish on initial application of foundations that I've tried was the Jane Manual Beauty Skin Perfector foundation. When I applied that, the finish was gorgeous. It was just so beautiful. But as we know, the oil started to break through with that one, sort of, 3 hours, 4 hours in, so it didn't work out for me in the end. Whereas this has maintained a very natural, perfect look nearly all day. And this is someone who has got very, very, very oily skin. You know, oils normally break through with me within an hour, hour and a half after showering, cleansing and toner, moisturiser. If I don't put anything else on, the oil will start to break through, so again within an hour, hour and a half. Okay, so this foundation I strongly recommend for those of you who've got very oily skin. Okay, that's it, I won't say any more. I can rave about this foundation all day long. Let me do that smile. This is a fantastic foundation. Okay, so if you have enjoyed my video and the information I've given you today, please don't forget to give me a like down below, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe as well next door. Next to the subscribe button there is a little bell. If you press that, it will tell you, it will notify you when I upload a new video. So again, thank you very much for watching, and I love you. See you soon. Bye.